Welcome
to Conan Exiles,
Terraria edition.
with all the building and farming of a Terraria game,
So this is Terraria Arc. Interesting.
but with extra cannibalism.
Yummy, yummy.
So, should we... Oh, we should put down bedrolls.
How to make bedroll?
Way ahead of you.
How does make?
Go into your inventory. Go to... Ooh, I need twine.
Where does it get twine?
Harvest fiber.
Okay.
From, by approaching fern-like plants and holding interact button.
That'd be E, I guess.
Yes.
Depending on whether
What is Arc?
Depending on whether you're using a controller or keyboard. If you have space in your radial menu, it should automatically appear, and then you simply place your bedroll next to the bedroll of a loved one who's already on the ground, creating a double bedroll.
Interesting.
Like I'm at the airport and got the fucking comms on.
Yeah.
Oh, please. But tighten your belt, please.
Oh.
About to take off.
You should also get a level. If you need branches, and you will need branches, there are
Trees.
There's branches on the hillside here, just lying on the ground. Lying like they owe you money.
So what's the benefit of crouching down?
The benefit of crouching down, I believe, is that you can do sneak attacks with like a bow.
Okay.
Oh, I see you. I see you shaking that ass.
What's with this large widgety grub?
What?
The large widgety grub.
Oh, right. So you can eat them.
Oh, really?
I think. But later on, once we can build fish traps, they're actually the fuel, I guess, for fish traps. So a bug turns into a fish.
So then I probably shouldn't have run into that crocodile, huh?
Crocodiles tend to always be hungry.
But it looks so friendly.
You can also eat bugs.
Interesting.
So handful of insects is a shitty type of food.
Really?
You will get a level from eating one though.
How do you fire a bow?
So if you're using controller, you hold down the right trigger, which will give you an aim mechanic, and then hold and release.
Sweet.
People are andibles. Leave the andibles alone.
Oh, so feats are basically crafting loan.
Yeah. It's a feat of ingenuity.
So, and there's a fucking bed I have to learn?
Yeah. No, you should already know how to make it.
Well, how do I make it?
So you go into your inventory, and the
I
the bed should be the on the crafting side. It should be the second icon. It should look like
I need branches
yeah, branches are up where I am.
and twine.
Twine you make from fiber.
Okay, where are you
So
exactly?
it's a,
I'm behind one of the the second pillar, like back
this way.
south,
Come back. Oh.
south.
Huh? Campus is really fucking tiny.
So out over this
Over
way.
here.
Oh my god, you can press on fucking.
Hello.
Oh, these
See?
things. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you can get them from chopping down trees once you've got a stone axe, but you need them to be able to make a stone axe.
Yeah. Okay.
So you should also learn how to make a weapon.
Mhm.
Fucking hell, twine. Music's quite something.
I just turned it down because it's fucking blaring.
Yeah, it's super loud.
Yeah. There's no fucking chill.
Alright, are people ready to proceed to the location that we shall be making our home?
Sure.
Alright, so everyone should put down a bedroll. This will mean that you spawn here instead of back at the desert, the original spawn location.
Yeah.
It might be worthwhile to actually carry another bedroll on you, so that you can put it
But
down.
we probably shouldn't go yet. There's a sandstorm about to happen.
How do you know?
Because I can see the little, like, black, wavy things in the air.
The wisps. You can see the wisps. Yeah.
Oh, just do it. Oh god, it is freaking out.
But yeah, so having a second bedroll to put down, you know, sort of immediately will avoid having to come back here.
Where do we go to protect ourselves from sandstorm?
So you need to get out of the direct path of the wind, and you need to have the effect shelter. God damn it, I'm gonna die. You can also, like, if you're standing in water, you should get the soothing effect,
Alright.
which will help you heal.
Sandstorm's intense, what the shit?
Oh yeah.
What the fuck? Didn't sign up for this.
No.
Wow, I'm behind a pillar and that's still not sheltered?
No.
Where do you have to go then?
I don't know. Usually you have to have something over your head,
Oh, well then we're fucked, aren't we?
but not always.
Well, where are you then?
I'm behind a rock in the river, but I'm taking damage.
Oh, okay.
But I'm healing a little bit, but it's not going to matter. I'm going to die.
It's a bit brutal that they fucking let sandstorms happen fucking right away.
I'm gonna die.
Mm.
Yeah. At least I have
I
yogurt.
died.
And then the brutality. Ah. You start with half health.
Oh, the fucking bedroll didn't place down properly. Great.
Oh, you back in the desert.
Yep. And I can't do shit because of the sandstorm, so I might as well just stand still and die for God knows how long.
Oh, I think.
This
Oh,
place is safe.
I'm not taking damage. And I'm healing.
Same.
This pleases me.
Do you go into this place often?
No?
First time?
Are you hitting on me? Because I will kill you and eat you.
That's the way I like it.
Yeah.
Ah, sweet. It's over, isn't
Fucking crumbs. So what fucking cult or whatever the fuck did you guys pick?
it? Chose Ymir.
Yeah.
Um,
I thought I chose Ymir, but instead I chose Mitra.
what's that one of that?
Healing, I think.
Mm.
Oh my god. Someone didn't make it.
We're not gonna make it. Savage.
What's this nest full of eggs good for?
Sure we didn't choose your...
Okay.
So,
I have deer.
Yeah.
alright.
Hi, hi.
So everyone's bedrolls down?
Yep.
Because I only see two.
I'm using someone else's.
This little
Oh,
turtle.
really? Can you just... Oh, you can do that, can you?
Turtle.
Yeah, okay.
Should I just grab all these eggs in his nest?
No, if you want.
Ask me.
What about the
Only
turtle
turned down an
creature?
egg.
I mean, it lasts 5 hours. What was it?
Alright.
These people?
Oh,
Just
yeah.
chilling. I'll leave one.
Oh, I just got food poisoning.
Mm.
Doesn't last too long, so it's not too bad.
Okay. Are you ready?
Yeah.
It's going to be a long journey.
We're here.
It'll take us about an hour.
But at the end of it, we will arrive at the promised land.
I
Okay.
feel like the music. It reminds me of Aladdin. Some of it.
Yeah. I fucking love it. Especially this area.
Mm.
Swimming mechanics are pretty good in this, that I find.
I enjoy it. So if you get too close, if you get too close to either the nest or the browner looking one that's sitting down, they become aggressive, or if you attack the little ones. So we're not going to do that, we're just going to slide on by.
They're chasing you.
Yeah, they do that. But
They're really chasing you.
they can be unfriendly. So over here is our first ghost camp. There's a satchel to interact with next to the campfire. Whoa! Go ready for this.
Turtle.
Hey, you had this corpse.
I
Oh, you
used,
need an axe, do you?
I used an axe. I don't have a skinning knife. So you see the
Oh,
satchel?
jeez. Yeah,
You interact with it, you get
you
gem.
get the gem.
Number 3. This is what iron looks like.
Oh, okay.
Just so you all know, we're going to head up this way.
Do we need to get the iron?
Nah.
We're going, we get shit tons of iron.
Yeah. For the non-yogites, head up onto the flat and go left. You'll see a banner. And a camp. This is also a location, so
Stay your hand, stranger. Come,
you'll get experience
look into
coming
the
up here.
pit. Do not
You can
think
learn the
your
cheer
bones awaits
emote,
therein.
and you can
I
learn
am
to
his
become
shaman, Nuno. You
a-
are lost, seeking guidance. Yes.
Alkalite of Yog.
Do we want that?
Yeah, it teaches you how to make the
I weep alone in the desert.
Does it overwrite something we have?
no, it should no, I don't believe it does.
And saw that a whisper of blood
No, it doesn't.
and roaring shout.
Where's the name?
There's a map you've got.
So it simply allows
Gives us the pure fresh.
well, because in ancient times they weren't monotheists, so they worshipped all gods because you know you can't take chances. So if you use a pick on the dead trees, you get bark, which is what I'm doing because bark is actually quite light. And where we're going, I don't remember it being particularly barky. So over this way, we're not going up there because there's fucking hyenas up there. We're gonna do a little parkour. So if you jump across onto the side, and you should be able to slide down or climb down if you get a good grip. And then we're just gonna mosey on across the river.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna try and avoid combat because it's unnecessary. We really want to just get to where we're going.
Ow. Ow. Grizzled, yeah.
Go across the river, then we climb up this wall.
That's some crocodiles.
Yeah, so you don't want to run out of stamina like I did just before you climb a wall.
Uh-oh.
Bud?
I'm all good.
Dipped again. I forget how bad stamina is to start. So this side of the river is largely unpopulated, as you can see. It's quite nice. Your stamina's really bad at this stage too.
Yeah.
So you want to let it refresh a little bit. So we're gonna move, but we're not gonna sprint yet, because we want to save our stamina.
There's a whammon up on that hill.
Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of whammon.
Oh.
So we're gonna jog over here. We're gonna jog up this hill, because when they start attacking us, we're gonna sprint. Like now.
that place between Destiny.
This is it.
Down there?
This is no, this is it. This is our location.
Oh, yeah.
This is where we're going to build our base. Because
Interesting.
that path over here that leads up onto that ridge,
Yeah.
that is where our iron supply is.
Oh, okay.
That structure
Yeah.
to the east, there is a bat. The bat that you saw at the beginning of the game lives on top of that. Back down past that camp that we ran through, there's a cave that has a spider boss that drops a legendary helmet. Across the river, there's a cave with degenerates in it that have crystals. The unnamed city is what you can see on the hill across the river.
It's a fence thing,
So
wall, whatever you call it.
yeah, so all in all, it's quite a good location. There's the river is just down the bank.
Yeah.
There's crocodiles and I don't know what deer they call deer. We're still in the bottom third of the map though, but it's sort of it's quite a good location that's easy to get to. Yeah, so now all we have to do is
Do you want to go get a
build a base.
want to go get a taskmaster now?
Well, there'd be no point. We don't have a wheel of pain. So you probably want to put a bedroll down.
Mm.
It destroys the previous bedroll by putting it down.
Jeez.
Right.
Find some crocodile.
Yeah, so you should make a skinning knife and a cleaver.
Skinning knife.
Yeah, okay, so in general I think you can do it, some things have enough resources you can do it twice.
Okay.
So whichever one, so skinning knife you're primarily after hide, whereas the cleaver you're after meat. So you can just skin it twice, or cleaver it twice, or do one of each. But it doesn't always work out that way. So whichever one you want more, do first. I generally just skin. Unless you're really hunting food, because you can also use an axe or a pick on corpses.
Oh, fuck, nothing's evil.
And how do you assign something to your wheel? So I want to assign like the
Yeah.
knife to my wheel.
You go to your inventory.
Yep.
And so you want to
Can we
do
check
like
on it?
axe or something,
Not if you're
right? You
running.
go hover over it on the left side.
Yep.
And then you press down the right bumper, left bumper, sorry.
Left.
And it brings in radial menu, and then you pick a position and you just plop it
yeah.
there, and press A to accept it.
Thanks, bro.
stamina. So you can use a pick to harvest the resources.
I do.
Okay, I'm gonna put a chest down over here on this little ledge where my bedroll is. Whoever put their bedroll like right in the middle, it's gonna get destroyed.
Why?
Well, because we're gonna build there.
Yeah, no. Can't you figure that out?
No, yeah, you can. I'm pretty sure you can. So you just hold down X and it brings up a pick up radio menu,
Well, where would
and
you
then
rather
one of
me
them.
put the fucking bed
over here.
where the chest is?
Yeah. You need stone and wood to build sandstone foundations and walls.
Yeah, I figured. That works in Ark.
Yeah. So it should be fairly familiar to Ark players. Or any survival players. So you can see how your encumbrance is going. That's the weight symbol underneath on your head-up
You
display.
guys know.
Yeah. The one to the right of it is temperature. So if the temperature gauge is in the middle, that's generally how, or around the middle, that's how you get the soothing status effects, which allows passive healing. And then obviously it's food and drink are the first two. It will warn you when they're low. It'll say things like your throat is dry, or drink some water, you're full, or something.
And also, like for the drinking, it has like a kind of a faded white effect around the edges of the screen. That's to indicate the water, and it has a kind of a reddish one, different to when you would get hit and bleed, around the edge of the screen for food.
Okay.
You should eat something small. You should keep it in the green, essentially, because eating gives you a regeneration effect, which restores your health. So you don't want to be walking around fully fed all the time, because you can't use food to heal then. So you want to be a little bit hungry. And now we just need like a bajillion fucking stone. So you can repair items straight from the radial menu as well. If it breaks, you just simply go to pick it up again, and it will start repairing automatically if you have the resources in your backpack. If it's not broken but you want to repair it, you go to select it without actually selecting it, and it should have a button to press on controller. That's why. Yeah, you can also repair your armor and whatnot as well. If you're feeling fancy, Or if you're feeling like chopping rocks is not your idea of fun, that camp that we ran through,
Can I just pass that?
they're pretty. It's pretty obvious, but sometimes you'll see a dude with a massive backpack.
So you can say something.
He's got a massive package. They're called couriers. That package, you can open it for either a stack or a half stack of a random resource.
Okay.
It could be stone, it could be wood, it could be tar, crystals, could be fucking anything. Could be bone. I know my package is often full of bone.
Jesus Christ.
Alright, I placed a new chest down. I can like plants and shit. And the witchy grubs.
So the building should be at least 5 by 5 to accommodate all of the like crafting.
Can we all use the same chest at the same time?
Oh, you
Yeah,
can
we can.
kind
Okay,
of.
that's nice. Oh,
So when you bring your cursor over it, it actually shows you the contents, and you can loot from it without going into it.
Oh.
So, yeah, and so you don't have to interact, and you can do it like that. But I don't know if 2 people can be in it at the same time. You know, like
Yeah, they can.
oh, they can.
Cause
I was just
yeah, they
worried
can.
with me sorting it if I was stopping anybody from using it.
The only drawback of doing like 2 people in it, like you jump into it, and then like a second later I jump into it, and then a second later you jump out of it. It kicks me out of the box.
Oh, that's annoying.
For some reason, it kicks everybody when anybody exits the box. It's a shit thing, but can't do.
Cacti give you wood, by the way.
Ink pen steel or some shit.
What?
It gave me something else as well. Oh, the bug.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's used for dye.
Yeah, for you. It was a really fucking bright red.
Yeah. So if you're going after stone, if you break your pick, you just go to repair it, and while you're repairing it, you can just chop some nearby wood. Yeah, because it's going to take fucking tons of resources. Also, the smelter is going to be 540 stone, which we're going to want pretty much straight away, so that we can start getting iron for weapons and tools and armor, because medium armor requires iron bars. Damn, I just see trees exploding.
Do not question it. That is nature. It do that.
They actually respawn quite quickly.
So it is arc.
Yeah. I was actually thinking about turning the respawn down.
Really? Is that fucked?
Yeah.
I really like the physics for the rocks. They look nice when they break. I'm used to fucking 7 days where it does. It tries.
Yeah, 7 days is just so old.
Yeah. They really need to fucking just stop updating that and release a new one.
Yeah.
It's fucking been in development way too long.
Yeah, it's kind of like if they announced a sequel to it, I'd kind of be
Interested?
Well, I'd be low-key excited.
Yeah.
Like, at this point, I've gotten my money's worth. You know what I mean? Like, it's... And I've played it, like, I like it enough and I've played enough that I'd be willing to spend, like, more money on it, buy another game.
Yeah, fair enough.
Branches are used for, like, the handles of weapons.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
I just thought I'd tell you because if you're thinking,
We need to separate them from wood, though.
yeah, I know, yeah, because you might be thinking, oh, should I get a lot of branches? Maybe I should dump them.
I've just been collecting them anyway,
Yeah,
just in case. I'm used to fucking well, I didn't collect that earlier, that's kind of fucks me up.
yeah.
I shouldn't be collecting it from the start.
Yeah, we ran into a few things where it's like, like we didn't need that for a long time, and now we need fucking tons of it.
Yeah. I just gotta buy mentality, it's better to have it and not need it. And need it and not fucking have it, so time to hoard everything.
Also, wood's fuel.
Yeah, I figured. Is there coal later on, I'm guessing?
There is coal. If you travel further along the river, you can there are actually a couple of spots where
That's
you
nice.
can get coal. Apparently, you can actually burn oil as a fuel.
Okay, where do you get that from?
Well, you can, if you put fish into a liquid press, you can get oil out of them. You need oil for a couple of blacksmithing things.
Yeah, I imagine.
But I've never really used that much of it. But apparently, you can use it as fuel, which is pretty good.
Neat.
Because the fish that produces it, you don't really, it's disgusting.
Yeah.
Who wants to design the house?
I do. I mean, if nobody else does.
No. Cool.
It'd be nicer than a block. You were describing your fucking game.
I'm all about the practical.
I like
Yeah.
this.
So you do need to be careful in this area. Those rock reindeer are no joke at this stage.
I'm guessing they'll try and pale you.
They do a sort of a headbutt.
Yeah.
But also like across the river and up in the hills, there's hyenas. And individually, it's probably okay, but you rarely find them by themselves.
Okay.
But once we have, like some leather armor and metal weapons,
And all that jazz.
yeah, it'll be easier.
There's a lot of stone, so you can make a forge now, I think. There's there's almost 2,000 fucking chilling in there.
Oh, it takes heaps.
Yeah.
You should start building.
Okay.
So that we have an idea.
What are those little hunchback niggers? Like, What the fuck are they?
Oh, they're degenerates.
Oh wow, okay. What the fuck are they saying? What are they?
I don't know. They're demons. They are demons.
They are weird.
Yeah. You can get hide off them if you use a skinning knife.
How do I make skin knife? Oh, I probably have to learn it, don't I?
Yep. You have to, you have
Would
to
it be
learn
under
everything.
survival?
So the way I do it, to make it easier, is when you go to feats,
Or just
Um,
butcher?
I
Yeah.
go across to the magnifying glass, and that shows you everything that you can learn. So water drums at my level currently, I am able to learn the Wheel of Pain.
Yes, I'm pretty sure.
But yeah, yeah, I don't know if you're.
So it doesn't let me unlock it. It says it requires stone tools, but I've already learned that.
Huh, really?
Yeah, I can't click the
Some
unlock
of
button.
them actually use up a tool to make or
What?
research.
I'm just
Are
trying
you
to learn the
serious?
feat. And it says it requires stone tools, which you start with.
See, for me, like the tanner requires a pickaxe to actually learn it, so you actually have to consume it.
I have a pickaxe, that's the thing.
Where
Not
does it
sure.
say that?
So
It
Oh,
says it
yep.
requires?
yeah,
No, because it requires the technology.
Exactly. That's a technology. Oh, okay. I must have already learnt it. Weird.
Yeah, because you start with stone tools. See, if you go over stone tools,
Branch
it
of
shows you
stone.
what it's a requirement for. Yeah, that's...
That's alright, I figured it out.
Add
It's
what?
just really slow. It fucking, I must have clicked it and it took a while to load. It showed up as me not having it and then eventually I did have it.
Oh, okay.
Not sure what happened. How much stone did I fucking need? I can't remember. 20. 20. Goddamn fucking degenerates just look wrong. Dead ass though.
The which one?
The degenerates.
Yeah, they're little lumps of creatures.
They're hideous. Alright, I'm gonna stop building.
So... Is it, so spending your attribute points is a good idea.
Alright.
Encumbrance, grit, vitality are all good. Vitality's your health pool. Biggest stamina pool is obviously going to benefit you, and larger carry weight are all good. And then you should, whether you get strength or agility, you should think about whether you really want, like if you want to be an archer or you want to be hand-to-hand combat. Respecking is possible, but quite difficult.
Yeah, okay. So how much area would you at least say you need for your crafting tables and whatnot?
You wouldn't want the base to be smaller than 5 by 5.
Okay, because I'm thinking of having at least 5x5 like main hall area, like a hall, like the entrance to the house, which is like chests on either side, so you can shit pretty quickly.
You
I don't want it to be just a box.
no, that's you want to be. You probably want a chest next to each crafting station,
Okay,
where
okay.
where you
that
can
helps.
store the overflow.
Yeah, that's nice.
Because like, like, so like the carpentry table, the armor smithing table, they get quite full. The armor smithing in particular, because there's so many different types of leather.
Yeah, okay. I'll just make a main like room for crafting and then like an entrance hall.
Also, each of them will have a thrall attached to it, so the facing is also important when you put the crafting tables down.
Yeah.
Because
Okay, I'll just make a massive basement. Easy peasy.
and it looks a little bit nicer if the walls are double height.
Yeah, I always do at least double because it fucking annoys me back in my head.
Also, you can climb. So you can actually, not only can you climb the outside, you can climb the inside, and you can hang off the ceiling.
Interesting.
It does require stamina, but
Still.
it is possible.
Can chests be destroyed by creatures and stuff?
I assume that they can.
But it's very difficult for them to do it. It's more of the PvP kind of thing from an actual server. The other players would be able to, but the animals and stuff wouldn't do enough damage in time
So they won't go
before
out of
you
their
would
way
kill it.
to attack it.
No, no, they won't. No.
So for placing foundation stuff, do they do each other like
Do they have to be next to each other?
No, I'm asking, will they snap? Does the building
Yes.
mechanics work like that? They start snapping.
The
Okay.
foundations definitely snap together. Unfortunately, other things don't. So the foundations,
Don't the walls and stuff do?
yeah, the walls, the floors, the walls, the ceilings, they all snap. But like crafting, but then like the stuff that you put inside doesn't. You have
Is there a
to.
way to make it raise up a bit? Because
Okay, yeah,
not
that
exactly
I
visible.
haven't worked out how to do.
I'm kind of
Yeah, I know how to do that.
How?
So you'd grab out the foundation, and then you would press Y to swap through the different types of rotation, elevation, kind
On a
of thing.
controller.
Okay, what are you using? Shit. Sorry, I don't know how to do it on a keyboard. Hold
Okay,
on.
so
I'll figure it.
for us, Y is ordinarily our crouch button.
Yeah, it would probably be a crouch button then. Just swap
Okay,
through the
got it.
different. Yeah.
I just want to make it high enough so that fucking don't have to worry about it going into the goddamn ground.
Yeah. What are you up to, Green?
Just collecting resources. Learning skills, you know.
Yeah. Oh, I know.
All that jazz.
Just collecting stone and wood, mostly.
Yeah. Level 5.
Killing 2 crocodiles.
Stone creatures are weird.
The what?
The stone creatures are weird.
Yeah.
You get like crystal of them?
Yeah, and brimstone as well, if you're lucky.
Oh, nice.
That's how I found out that brimstone existed. Oh Yeah, so you do want to carry a cleaver and skinning knife, although an axe will do, but you'll actually get a level
Mm.
from cutting a creature's head off.
Interesting.
Mm. Because you can use it as a trophy.
So did you say we are working towards a blacksmith?
Yep.
Cool.
Get the animal's head. Are you able to get it from just cleaving, or from the skinning?
You never get a head from using a
Skinning.
skinning knife.
Okay. Yeah. Cool.
You can
I
get
didn't know if you were before.
you can get a head from axes or cleavers. Also, using a skinning knife is another level, if you're curious. It's hard because it only displays the first 3 missions, or first 3 journal entries. You can go into the journal and have a look at the level of journal that you're up to. Which is pointless if there's only 3 things left in that level. It will always display 3 though, so if you only got 2 left to do, I assume that it picks the first one from the next level. So a lot of it's really, like, so you should make a torch. I'm up to use a torch. So using a torch is really easy. You just make a torch and equip it, and you get a level. Eating a filling meal only requires you to cook meat on... Oh, I don't even know. Yeah, you cook meat on a campfire and then eat it. Find shelter, I think, is as simple as getting the shelter buff on your head-up display, which you can probably get from walking under an overhang of rocks.
Cool.
You can also just get it, I guess, when the base has been finished.
Yeah.
Or the 4 walls.
Is there such thing as like a large gate in
No,
this game? Like, no.
no, there's only single space doors.
Man,
Yeah, I know.
I'll change it then. That's right.
Have we already got a furnace?
No, not yet.
Should I craft one? Because I got the resources for it.
I mean, sure.
Yeah.
I'm putting down the foundation, so.
Cool.
I don't know if you can pick it up though, unless you put it on the foundation already.
So the crafting is mainly for that side of the room. This is gonna be like through this extra floor.
I should put it somewhere over here.
Yeah, over that side. This is just the entrance. Aesthetic wise. Yes. Oops, that's getting in my way.
Furnace is down.
Ruining my jam.
Cool.
Jimmy jam.
God damn it. I did it again.
Did what?
Accidentally did loot all when I meant to just grab to do something else.
When it says out of face on the door, that just means the side that's going to be on the outside.
Yep.
So you're climbing up that fucking wall. What are you doing?
I do like the climbing.
Yeah, it's just Zelda.
We literally cannot have too much stone.
Sweet.
Even if you think we have too much stone, we don't.
Okay.
That's the size of a furnace, huh? Is there a lot? Is a lot of buildings like little things you place down like the size of the furnace?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you reckon is this a good foundation size or a bit bigger?
If it's
I'd say a bit bigger.
if
Okay,
it's
cool.
at least 5 by 5, it will be okay. We
Yeah, I'd
had
rather be pretty sure that it's gonna be good. You know?
Yeah.
So,
I
sorry.
would. I would do it like down this way and then go across there.
I was thinking of making it go back against the
Oh, okay, yeah, cool.
because I left a bit more room just in case.
mining crystals with a pick is more effective than picking them up by hand.
Really?
Yes. Because if anyone was thinking about, although really, like, wait until you get at least an iron weapon before you sort of go on a killing spree. It'll be more enjoyable. Also, getting levels so that you can put, like, you also probably want to get, like, to the first breakpoint in stamina as well, or vitality, so that your pool's a little bit bigger. Because you'll find that you run out of stam a lot in combat.
Alright.
Like, I had to take a break against a rock nose. And also, like, get the stone weapon feats, so that you can play around with the weapons to sort of see which style you like. Because it's way cheaper to make stone weapons than it is of anything else. And the attacks will look the same. You know, when you use the same attack movements regardless of the quality of the material that your weapon's made from.
There's no real animation difference. It's just the damage that you put out.
How do we
Major iteration of.
How do we go about upgrading our like pickaxe and stuff like that?
Okay, yeah, well you have to wait until, so you need to make an iron one?
Yeah, so we
So
find out what we need.
a blacksmith.
Yeah, blacksmith.
So we need a blacksmith station, and we need to have smelted iron.
Sweet.
So Crunch is going to let us know how the stone's going as she goes along
We're
building.
running up basically.
Running low.
Or is it 0?
Yeah, right.
I'm coming backwards on now.
Sweet. Okay. Do you reckon that's long enough? The house? I might bring it one more block forward. But
Good.
that's about it.
I'm walking up the hill.
That's so
It's
good.
taking me forever. Also, when you're encumbered, like if you just walk at a normal pace, it is kind of slow. But also, to get a little bit extra speed, do like 2 or 3 rolls, which pushes you forward even further. But then let your recharge on your stamina go a bit, So
Okay.
it's kind of like an infinite to go a little bit faster when you're encumbered.
Interesting. Okay, do you reckon it's long enough?
Ooh, I do maybe one or two more.
Okay, and bring it forward one or two?
Yeah. So probably where the way that I'm standing. So
Okay.
about here to the end.
Okay, yeah.
Can someone make a blacksmith's table yet?
I think I can.
Okay.
Blacksmith. Whoa, does it say no way?
Mm.
That says available level 38. That can't be right.
So that long you reckon?
Hold on. Yes, yeah, that's good.
Sweet.
Just to fit as much stuff in.
Yeah, I get you.
Oh no, if you can make the furnace, you can make a blacksmith's bench.
Alright.
So yeah, so if you want to make a blacksmith's bench,
I'm gonna move wood and bark and all that. Branches.
75 iron bars and 50.
yeah. Yeah, so you need to, that's, but we've already started smelting, so.
Yeah, up to 43 iron bars.
Fucking nice.
Remember, you get experience from harvesting resources.
Do you experience you just making stuff like
You get
building
experience,
parts?
you get experience for crafting as well.
Also, yeah, these are just fucking. Alright. I'm scared by that logic.
Yeah, I see no real difference.
Alright.
I'm happy to describe it as an art clone.
Alright.
Put a little bit of stone in there.
Okay. I'm just out harvesting as well, so.
Up on the plateau, even though you have to kill the rock noses, there is tons of metal and stone.
Jesus.
What?
It's like a skull one. It's a boss, I assume.
Yeah, so you probably don't. You probably want to avoid that.
Fuck this shit.
I don't know a skull that you would be able to take down at this level.
Yeah.
Even at level 40, like a skull crocodile kills me twice.
Climbing away.
And the first things we need to make are iron picks. Because you get way more iron with an iron pick and stone as well. So basically the way it works is every time you move to a new upgraded weapon, it increases the amount of resources that you gather per swing. So I think that upgrading using better material to make it increases it by 2. But then if you put an efficiency mod on it, that will upgrade it by an additional 1.
Okay.
And we're using the mod that it won't lose durability when you increase its efficiency.
So when we die, do we keep our stuff on us?
Yep. So you'll just go back to wherever you've set your spawn point.
Cool.
I don't know how that works in dungeons.
Mm.
It's a little bit shitty with tools and repairing. Because a stone pick's fine, use stone to repair it. But your iron pick, you're gonna have to carry around a few iron bars if you want to repair it in the field.
Mm.
Someone put a box up here.
Yeah, it was me.
Interesting. Very interesting. Someone put iron in the box, and when I find out who it is, I'm going to kill them. Well, it's just taking up space. Iron ore all of it should now be kept in the furnace.
Which box?
There's a box, the 2 chests that are down by the rock that we're keeping our gear in at the moment. Because there's iron ore, there's only one thing you can do with it, which is turn it into iron bars. That's it. Yeah, okay. The shit's not respawning that quick. How are you guys going for locating stone?
Yeah,
Yeah,
pretty
I'm
good.
alright. I'm just by the cave near where it's where.
The degenerates.
Got a gazelle just chilling here with me.
The larger male ones become aggressive.
Oh, this one doesn't give a shit, so I'll be
Yeah.
nailed in.
The female ones will run if you do any damage to them,
Right.
so they can be a bit harder to hunt. Was that night time? Did we have a night?
Mm.
No.
It's getting dark though. It is getting dark. I can hear the crickets, which should indicate dusk.
Oh, okay.
So there's 4 phases of the day. There's morning, day, like dusk, and then night. Night is a quarter of the time that day is.
Okay.
I like it.
So we'll still have it, but
Might be significant.
yeah, it's nowhere near as severe.
So what's the story like in this?
It's not too bad. It's sort of, the story is sort of represented by like following the journey that we saw initially,
Yeah.
and by the ghosts. So yeah, like by all means, hunt it down if you're interested. But then there's sort of a, well, I guess it's kind of weird that it is the journey, but it's kind of expected that you give it up for side quests, you know, that you end up making a home.
What does it mean by failed to place building?
Means that the building wasn't placed.
So you can't place it in that square?
It's a bit finicky there. In some, what are you doing it down the back of the house or the front of the
I'm
house?
doing it right in front of me, like right at the front.
So you can get it. It doesn't like some of the squares for some reason, which doesn't mean you can't place it, but it might mean that it needs to be covered, like might need 2 sides.
It's annoying. This is just a corner.
Yeah.
Oh man. That means my friends. Oh.
But the pickup mod is being used, so you might be able to pick, like, you know, if you have to put another one down,
Place around it.
yeah, you can pick it up.
Okay.
Is brick hard to make?
No, brick is smelted stone.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, that works. Sweet. Thank you.
But it's at a 10-to-1 ratio. What do you need brick for?
Because we got enough iron bars. And we just
Alright.
need 50 brick for the
Yeah,
Cool.
so 500 stone.
Cool.
That might be when you need to take out the iron.
Okay. At the moment we got 117 iron bars.
Yeah, which will be gone.
Yeah,
Like-
75 from the.
Yeah, and then it'll be like 20 per tool or weapon.
Yeah.
I'll take some wood.
So I don't know about the keyboard, but on the controller, your right trigger and your right shoulder are light and heavy attacks as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds like fighting.
If we can skip right past the smaller campfire to the larger campfire, I don't think there's any problem with that.
Huh? We're getting attacked. Oh, yes, we are. Right, stop.
Ah. The character models are really good in
Checking me out.
there.
My
Right.
body.
Nice shield.
Maybe.
So Sirwaterdrums,
Yes.
you're gonna start working on getting towards a wheel of pain.
Yes, I will. Are we gonna put them outside or are we gonna put them on top?
Outside. I think we should save the altars for the roof. How are your bricks going?
Yeah. There was some iron stone in there, so I just took it out.
Yep. So crystal can either be smelted into glass to be used for glass balls, or it can be ground to make salt.
Cool.
It's alright. How's stone going?
Another 250 for the brick put inside the furnace, and I'll put us on 50 bricks.
Okay. Damn. Couple of deaths up here. Alright, I've got the 250.
Sweet.
Sandstorm's coming. Annie. So how many bricks do you need?
50. 50 bricks.
So is that exactly how many you need? Like what's in there now?
So we've got 20 made. It's gonna make another 15. So it'll be 35. So I need 1500 more stone in it.
1500.
Oh, sorry, not 1500. 150.
Jesus.
Yeah, so I'll make 38 more. It'll be plenty.
Okay. Ooh.
Like,
So it's saying I've got shelter, but I'm still taking damage. I think there needs to be a roof on it.
Yeah, and I've tried to, I've crafted a roof, but it just didn't fucking match. It's weird. I don't know.
It's you gotta just the ceiling.
Yeah, I know. You still got the roof.
It's still
Damn, I'm really taking damage.
Alright, there's a roof in the corner near the door. I was like, yeah, with the craft one piece.
Yeah, if I found shelter, I got a level.
Fucking sandstorm. I was just up to the goddamn ceiling. Are stairs a thing in this game?
Yep.
Swear.
also if you leave some of the walls left, we can all put some in, and if we place them down, we get the create a home
Okay,
journey
you
thing.
can do it.
Cool.
Because there's still some walls I think I need to make too high. Can't remember.
Oh, yep.
Can't
That's
see
cool.
if it's a shitty sandstone. Or a ceiling. Can the ceiling count, or does it have to be a wall?
Ceiling.
Ceiling counts? Okay. Well, you're welcome to put down ceiling. Oh yeah, there's still plus in it too. Okay, well, you're welcome to add to it. What happened to this bit? Oh, fuck.
jeez.
Right.
Some of these creatures are aggressive as fuck.
So if you have space in your radial menu, items you create will go there automatically.
Yeah.
Cool.
Alright, I put down a piece of wall and it didn't give me the,
Create a home.
yeah.
Damn.
Maybe it's a foundation and a wall. I'm not
You
sure.
can pick up one of the middle foundations and place it down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's, I've created, whoa, there's a fucking crocodile in the house!
What? Who let it in? I closed the door.
There it is. Oh fuck! You can go through the door.
Oh, good.
Just kill it.
You got this, fam.
What the fuck is missing from the house? So rude.
Like the
I-
speed of progression so far.
Mm.
Pretty good.
Okay, I put down. I didn't get create a home.
Rude.
Connect the wall to the foundation.
Yeah, hold on. Yeah. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna do mine over. I'm gonna do this one here.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, crocodiles.
I know, right? What the fuck is their problem?
They're arseholes.
Clearly. Fucking my shit, man. It's rude. What the hell are they doing in this far off land?
Someone's bringing them up here.
How dare you?
I still didn't get create a home.
The hell?
I got create a home when I made those pillars in the other game.
Hmm.
It says place out foundations and walls to create a base. You can place building pieces by equipping them to your hot bar, then select them. Of course, you might need to craft them first. Well, I'm not sure. Not sure. It's a waste of my time to keep trying to do it though. It is not the productive way.
Okay, I'm making a blacksmith's bench.
Sweet.
Probably just place it against the wall so it's not in the center.
Cool.
Yeah, there's a back wall. Chill out, fucking crocodile.
Oh, the fucking alligator see from miles away.
You got a degenerate off here. And a crook. And a crook. 2 crooks.
Got 3. Fucking hell.
Punching the fuck out of that crook.
I've heard my sword was repairing.
Blacksmith's bench is down.
Nice.
To repair tools, you have to know how to make them.
As much.
You can craft 3 iron picks.
Sweet. There's more iron smelting though.
Yeah, put it in there.
Wait, I'm probably gonna need some of that for the wheel of pain.
with an iron pick, we can bring back tons more iron.
Hells yeah. Okay, so I got 4 being crafted. You can find the pickaxes in the black.
Sweet.
Okay, so we need so we should have a storage chest next to the blacksmith.
Mm-hmm.
See, the blacksmith, if you look at the shape, is a good shape to go in a corner.
Yeah, that would have been nice in that corner.
Doesn't matter.
You can pick it up, though, can't
You
you?
can pick it up.
So I'd put it in the corner. Yeah, that's up.
And then you definitely want a chest next to it to store extra shit. We also probably want... yeah, we've got those boxes outside. So, like, all of your old gear you should store, because once you can get a decombobulator,
Dismantle.
dismantler, it can all be broken down.
Decombobulator sounds. I'm just gonna call it that.
I do love my decombobulators. So you should notice an instant improvement. Oh. Yeah. So the resource is yielding more before it's destroyed.
Yeah.
We want to move into larger crates too, like before making a ton of them. Because those wooden ones are pathetic. So, creatures with white eyes, white glowy eyes, they are bosses. Or kings, I think is the correct term. So they're a king of their type. Not to be fucked with. You better come prepared. They're a random spawn.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So they are different to the... So they'll have white eyes, but when you engage them, their health bar will have a skull at the bottom of it. Not to be confused with actual bosses that have 2 small skulls flanking a larger skull.
Just up in that.
Um, so I tend to store wood and stone in the blacksmith's table. At least initially. You should definitely store branches in the blacksmith's table.
Yeah.
Because you actually use it for,
Tools and shit.
yeah.
Definitely don't remember the crocodile seeing me from so far away.
That's because I turned up the spot distance.
Okay.
Turned up the aggro distance, dialed it all the way up to 11. They said you might not want to do this. They gave me a warning. They said fucking hit it.
Did I fucking stutter?
Yeah, that's right. Exactly right. Then I remembered that the game couldn't hear me. I was just talking to myself.
Where would I find the ability to make stairs?
Huh? What?
Make
Can you
what?
make stairs?
Stairs.
Yeah, you can make stairs.
Yeah, but where do I learn it? 'Cause it's not with the sandstone shit.
So for that one, you want to go into building. So rather than going to the
Construction?
yeah,
Oh, stair maker.
yeah,
Ah.
yeah. So if you're looking for something in particular, the individual categories are the easiest way to find it. But the
Yeah.
magnifying glass is the best way to see overall what you can learn.
Neat.
combat music reminds me of bloody Naruto.
Really.
Not sure what instrument it is.
My music's turned all the way down.
Friendly!
Yeah.
Fucking friendly! Leave me alone.
I can't hear any of it. I should probably turn it up.
I think I turned my master volume down.
Yeah. Yeah, I turned my master volume down. Yeah, but... Whoa!
What's up?
Crunch is gonna die, and I'm just gonna watch.
What do you mean? That's completely fucking fine, thank you very much.
I was hoping Crunch was gonna die, and I was gonna watch. Didn't happen. I was waiting for you to die, and I was gonna skin you.
Motherfucker.
Like I did with Sirwaterdrums.
No goddamn shit. Fucking hell.
So king creatures also tend to be a bit larger.
I'd imagine.
So if you go, fuck, that's a big croc, it probably is.
Yeah, that's like the fucking elf is an elf thing.
Yeah, it's very, it's comparable.
Yeah. Except Ark, you know they're fucking elves because they're red.
Yeah, so it's a bit more subtle.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about. The fucking pan flute
Yeah.
in the music, right? Yeah.
That's... pull out our knives and get to skinning.
Hey man. Can't let that shit get away.
I'm building a skinning rack.
Nice. Trying to finish up the goddamn roof. Built some stairs. Fuck you, Rocker. You fucking pick a fight. Just after these fucking rocks. They're my rocks. I'm mining this and there's nothing here. Oh, 2 years. Alright.
How's everyone doing?
Yeah, just continuing on with the building.
Nice. I'm just making some stuff.
Yes.
I made a fish trap. Okay, so fish traps go in the water,
Mhm.
and you put handful of insects and fat grubs in them.
Cool. We'll get a bunch of those in the chest out front.
Yeah.
How much iron you need for the what's it called, the thrall thing?
I need 75.
Oh, it's in there.
Cool. Thank you.
So any grubs you get can just, like any of the can go down there. Bees you need to save. Bees become
Save
honey.
the bees.
Is there a place I can put a compost?
I mean, anywhere around the side of the house, I guess. I'll probably the house behind it, around it. I mean, probably not.
Okay, I'm going to put it in the corner near the door.
You having it inside or outside?
Inside.
Okay, why is there a compost inside?
I need something to overpower Sirwaterdrum's stench.
Jesus Christ.
I'll put it on the roof.
Oh, I'm doing stuff with the roof, but yeah, you can put it inside. I was just fucking with you.
Yeah, me too.
Uh-huh.
Sirwaterdrums.
Sure. Fucking mean. Yeah, it'd be nice
Right.
if I could do what Ark does and just have a single dodo with me. Just to carry it for me. Just to fucking overweight the poor motherfucking thing. Keep bashing away at the stone.
That would be pleasant.
Yeah.
And so I've also got a grinder now.
Almost.
Just realised the thralls that are on the wheel pane are completely nude.
I did not know that. Is that a problem?
Maybe, but we don't look at them too much, so
We don't look at them too much.
Just don't pay them any mind.
Avert your eyes.
we won't get banned.
Uh-huh. They chickadoo.
Chicks.
Mmm.
They're normally dudes, and I got a mod to change them to chicks.
Yeah, there's just gonna be fucking chicks everywhere. I'm gonna be the only dude, aren't
Yeah, ideally.
I?
I didn't realize.
damn.
I didn't know that they would be nude,
This looks fucking cool.
and that's what I'm. That's
Oh, it's a
the
wheel of
story-
pain. Yeah.
That's the story. I'm
Doesn't look-
sticking
Stare at it
to.
too long.
Oh, yeah, I just realized.
Just glance. You can only
I
glance
just saw
at it.
slave labor and like, oh, cool. Neat.
I think now I'm gonna try and work on the torture table. You can get
As you do.
decent truncheons and all that shit.
Can we move these? It pisses me off. This one's not in the corner, and this one's in the center of the fucking room. What's going on?
What do you mean?
You know what I mean, motherfucker. And I put all the shit, like the leather and hide, in the tannery rack. Like, I'm guessing I put the hide in the
No.
No? Where's the hide go then?
The hide goes in an armor workbench. If you put the hide in the tanning rack, it will turn it into leather.
Okay.
But I think that some things actually require hide.
Oh, okay. Fair enough, fair enough.
So, while the crocodile, while the reptile hide is fine, the regular hide, I'm actually carrying 46 hide around on me.
Yeah, some hide in the chest, yeah, fine.
Oh yeah, that music. I quite enjoy that music.
Hmm.
Even music.
So if you would like a level, there's a planter. You can just take the seeds out, put them back in, and
Oh, okay.
well,
I mean, fuck.
you get
Otherwise,
you get a level for that.
beautiful.
That's a level.
And what does the Wheel of Pain do?
It
Other
converts.
than question what the fuck's going on at our base.
Okay, so the Wheel of Pain turns wild thralls into tamed thralls.
Oh, so we're taming something.
No, because so that animation is just the wheel.
Oh, that's just a wheel.
It doesn't necessarily mean the wheel is active.
Okay, so,
So Waterdrums is going to go.
and knock someone out.
Yeah, he's going to go and beat the ever-living shit out of someone, drag them back to the Wheel of Pain, put them in the Wheel of Pain with some sort of gruel, and then over time they will become ours.
Champion.
You
I
fucking
mean,
know it.
it's better, I guess, than just waiting around for a dino to just tame.
Yeah,
And then keeping a track of its fucking knockout meter. Because that's painful, especially on, like, high drainage creatures.
yeah. So I do. Yeah, I do like it. I prefer it.
Yeah. Less maintenance. You needed so many fucking narco berries.
Yeah. So in this, you have a truncheon.
Equally.
What the fuck? Has someone's not picked up their steel, their iron pick
Oh, no, I haven't. Where is it?
in the blacksmithing table?
Okay.
What's everybody putting the attribute points into? Because I'm probably gonna go strength
Vitality
and
and
agility and probably grit. Yeah.
I've been going encumbrance entirely.
Blacksmithing table, blacksmith spoon. That's
So you can move. You should be able to move the shit that's been placed around inside the house. I've just been putting it down so that we can start using it.
Is there a reason I can't drag my shitty pick out of my inventory and
Oh no,
swap it?
because you can't. So you have to cancel it out. So you can.
Oh, that's annoying.
Yeah.
Is there a way to break down an item?
Yeah. The decombobulator.
Oh, later. Okay. Alright.
So the large campfire is down, so we can start putting food in there to be cooked.
Me too.
This is how we will get the journey eat a filling meal.
Okay.
Can't remember which. Was it agility better or was grit better?
Agility is for archers. No, sorry, accuracy. Vitality, grit, and encumbrance. Agility is for like sprinting, falling. Grit determines the size of your stamina pool. Agility is a measure of your ability to act after a dodge. It also has a direct effect on armor.
Mm.
I go for grit because a larger stamina pool allows me to fight for longer in combat, sprint for longer, climb for longer. All that good shit.
So leather is front and it gets skinning tool first.
Oh, the fishing things are cool.
I'm putting a torch in the box outside.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully. I suggest everybody pick it up, equip it, and then put it back down for anybody who hasn't. That's a level. For anybody who hasn't held an iron bar, I also recommend this because that's also a level. Please don't put stone in the smelter unless you need it. Does anyone need bricks?
I'm not using it.
Because we need iron. We don't need bricks.
Do you get leather from again? It's just hyenas, right?
You get leather from any hide that you put in the tanning rack.
I've been dumping my
Nice.
hide in the chest out front.
So-
Oh, yeah, cool.
Just hide, shouldn't go into the tanning rack because I believe it can be used for other things, but I'm not sure. I don't remember what. The other types of hide, like the reptile hide, which you get shitloads of from crocodiles, that should go into the tanning rack.
Okay.
Do you get a decent armor set from that?
Yeah, except it's quite difficult to make because it requires abysmal feathers, which makes it kind of insane. And food, just leave in the fire. It doesn't need to get pulled out. It makes no difference. And there's a planter box that you can put seeds into now as well. I can't see the armorer's workbench.
Weird.
Oh no, I think you have to. No, it's alright. I think you have to actually take the armor skill, which doesn't actually look like a workbench.
Mm.
What benches do we have at the moment? We got a blacksmith, don't we?
Yep.
I'll
I've
see
just.
if I can get one of them.
One of what?
Thrall.
Yeah. Okay. You really want. You really want a taskmaster.
We're gonna go get one of them. Okay. Yeah, cool.
That's really what you want. That's because everything else is going to take forever.
You need help getting it?
Because there's a few people. There's places where I know where to get them, but
Yes, the answer is yes.
they're surrounded. Surrounded, yeah. Either um. Oh wait. Hold on. Want to go to your feats and make if you can get the wheel of pain for yourself, and then try and make it a truncheon and a rope. Is it called a rope? No, I
Binding,
don't know what it's called.
I think it's cool.
Binding. Yeah. And make a binding. Just to be safe. Like if you catch, if like I can't catch it and I die, you'll still be able to go get it. But you just pretty much just knock out everybody as much as you can with the truncheon. And mainly focus on the person you're trying to capture. So then you can just quick swap between that and the binding and grab them and just fucking bolt.
So a truncheon does knockout damage instead of lethal damage. So that way you can knock them out instead of killing them.
Hmm.
So the person you're trying to knock out, you need to knock them out. But rather than killing the other people who may join in, it's generally more efficient just to knock all of them out and then pick the one you want. You need to attach a binding to them to be able to move them.
Okay.
The binding, once it's attached, starts to degenerate straight away. So you need to, once you've attached it, you need to move them, like you need to bring them back to the base. If you have an unconscious thrall attached to a binding and you interact with a wheel of pain, it's automatically transferred to the wheel of pain.
Okay.
A lot of the tables can have a thrall inserted into it. The wheel of pain can have a taskmaster inserted into it, which will then speed up the converting of every thrall that you put in there. It takes about 24 hours to convert them. I'm going to suggest that you make a bedroll and take it with you and put it near the town so that you can respawn over there, because the likelihood of dying is pretty good. Especially if you're going now, because you're going without like I assume you have stone gear? And because the taskmaster, the easiest taskmaster to get is actually located outside of the town, and but it has 2 people with them, and it depends on those 2 people's levels how difficult it will be.
Do I make the truncheon?
So you should be able to make it in.
Uh,
You have to learn Wheel of Pain, and then once you
Yeah.
do that, you should be able to make it in your inventory.
Okay.
If you can't find it, I made some for you, and they're in the chests near the rock pillar, where all the other one chests are. If you want them. But that one over here. This one here. I'm just going to make a shield first.
stone. Stone.
How do you get rid of the chat if you have someone
How do you
You
get rid of what?
in the chat?
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know either. So
Right. Fucking stuff, man. So it's taking off the water again. Great. Oh, and Google doesn't work.
Google doesn't work?
No, I can't log the internet.
Is that bad? That sounds bad. Where did all the leather go? Anybody?
No idea.
I've got on my person. Hold on, I'm bringing it over.
Okay. Such a weird fucking binding. Control T shouldn't bring up chat.
Tanner.
Thanks.
You ready to go, Sirwaterdrums?
Give me 1 second. Yes. I think I'm pretty much good. So the way that we do it, fuck. Yeah, so this way up here. Oh, shit, actually no, I've got to get my bed. That's the main thing I need. Should be in here maybe.
Ooh, shit, are you doing it 3 high? Oh, no, okay, I see. Damn.
Oh, that's a boss one. Holy shit. That's a big croc. It's got glowy eyes. That's not okay.
That's a running.
And that fucking deer bitch is not okay either. Hey, Green? Careful.
Mm-hmm.
This is a big boy croc over there. And by big boy, I mean big blue boy. Weapon broke. Tab out, Jesus Christ.
I'm so hoping that, not that that fucking spider does not spawn near our base again.
It would be less of an issue now.
Motherfucker.
Whoa!
Kill that.
Yeah, we got him. We got the big boy. Well done. Just show up for the fucking victory, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck you. This one. Not a dude. Fuck you. Yeah.
So there's 2 different fish cages
Oops.
for the 2 different grubs.
I just dropped an axe with a fucking. Oh, I'm having it in my hand, but it wasn't on my hand. Like, oh. Fuck happened? Oh, that's weird.
I quite enjoy the music.
Hmm.
It's quite soothing.
Hold on, I'll be right back, and then we can go.
Oh,
It's not okay, dude.
how dare you?
I like the daggers.
They're 2 daggers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought you would.
Pretty effective.
Yeah, pretty good. Taking bleeding damage.
Oh dear. Find that the crippling and the bleeding are probably the best stats to put on an enemy.
What are you after?
I'm just looking at maybe thinking about doing armor. What armor should we be looking towards making at this point?
So you can make either light or heavy, light, medium, or heavy. I don't know. Well, I think there's only one type.
Okay.
So are you wanting to make the armor before we go, or are you good to go now?
So I'll make the armor.
armor are you making?
Not sure yet. Do any of the attributes contribute towards armor?
Mm,
Sorry?
Do any of
some.
the attributes contribute towards armor?
Yeah, the second one. I think it's agility.
Hmm.
I'm just making armor now.
Cool.
Fucking. There.
Nice.
That's medium armor.
Okay.
And from wearing this, I have +5 in encumbrance.
Sweet. What's the difference between the
So you have to look at what it tells you. So some, right. So the helmet, so heavy helmet. Right. So the heavy helmets. Yeah, you can't tell without actually holding the finished product in your hand.
okay. Cool.
But you need fiber to turn into what is it called? Fucking
Fine.
yeah. So you need twine and leather, and then for medium armor, you also need iron, which iron bars are still smelting. So, but you have to make armor lining, and then from the lining you actually make the armor, and so the lining is what requires the twine.
Hmm.
Okay.
And if you have the resources, are you able to make me one?
Sure. Which one do you want?
Just whatever, like easiest to make. If you're making the which one is it?
I'm just making light armor for myself at the moment.
Dom's the least resources you're making, or
Well, the light armor doesn't require metal.
I got plenty of hide.
You
Yeah,
can
so
make
does it actually
just light
require
armor.
hide? Is that what light armor requires?
Yeah.
Right, so that's what, yeah, okay.
If you just can make an extra one, much
Cool.
appreciated.
Can do.
Goddamn, we need fucking bark to make leather. That's why I made armor to, shit so I could go a little bit further out to gather resources. Because I grabbed a ton of bark on the way here, but it actually requires bark to make the drying rack, which is a little bit infuriating.
Yeah, armor's in there for you, sword.
You?
Yeah, armor's bench.
Oh, there's a camp up on this ridge.
I got a good one of them, man.
Holy shit, this is a named... there's a named Tanner up here. Don't...
Oh. So no kill?
if these guys want to come up here and knock him out.
Yeah.
1
I
second.
won't take out the town. He's just joking.
Oh, that's
So we can kill this-
oh, that's a named archer as well.
So we
No, she just
probably
run.
leave them.
Yeah.
Catch you later, motherfuckers. Just have you know we let you live.
Well, he's still running, coming behind you.
Yeah, he's a little bitch. Ooh, what are they? Oh, they're hyena.
Yeah, see how there's a lot of them?
Yeah, that's because they travel in packs and shit.
Yeah.
Ooh, bushes, oh, they don't chase down the
Oh
gazelle things.
shit! He was walking, I thought it was you, and he was walking back,
No.
and then he aggroed on me.
The other fucker's still running after us too. He's got dedication. There's one of these bushes. And there's one of these bushes.
I guess I really need dead trees to get the bark to...
That you to knock him out.
Yeah, I'm trying to knock him out.
Alright, cool. I'll just keep getting these bushes.
Wonder how a named character is going to take to convert.
Well, I don't know that they take longer.
I've been gaining his attention. Like, defending. Hey buddy, come up to me. I block. Yeah, I think give a shit about me. No, he doesn't. Motherfucker. Trying to get your attention. Oh, he's fucking rude.
Might need your help. Sirwaterdrum.
Yep, I'm heading over.
Kind of wanted to bring back 100 bark, but I don't know that's gonna happen.
Yeah.
That's right. You mess with one of us, you mess with all of us.
Did you get him?
I was counting.
And this dude taking forever.
Nice.
Hey, down you go.
There you go.
It's fucking ridiculous. I love the ragdoll. Just as insult.
It's, yeah, I know, right? It's brutal.
Wow.
Amazing.
So that's a good quality one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he's got a name, you know.
What's his occupation?
Tanner, wasn't it?
Really? Nice. So you probably want to make some more wheels.
It's a really good idea.
Um,
God damn.
no, no, no.
Yes.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
You weren't meant
What?
to do that.
Why not?
Damn, the house is coming along.
Yeah, yeah, it's getting there. Need a lot of plant fiber.
And he's in.
The light shines shadow.
Put some food in.
It'd be cool.
Oh god, it's gonna take forever.
Yeah, it'd be cool if we had a shrine too.
What shrine do you want?
I don't mind, but like if we end up with one of the ones that requires human sacrifice, like
Mine's, my goddess is the goddess of orgies. That sounds pretty fun. It's a pleasure shrine.
Yeah, that's the one that I went for.
Is this? That's awesome.
Yeah.
Sound like a weird fucking thing to go. I'm like, yes.
We need wood, stone, and twine.
the enemies despawned. It's not cricket. Oh, that's a pen. Oh, that's so cute. They have a pen to look. They're actually like domesticated birds.
Shit.
Oh look, I got a free teleport.
Damn. Jesus.
Hmm?
That part of the house just exploded.
Oh, I'm picking up shit. It's fine.
Alright, I brought back 130 hide.
Nice.
Been nice.
9 hyena. I also
And
back.
the arm looks nice.
I also brought back 71 bark, so more leather is in the pipe. So I'm putting wood in the carpenter's bench. Stone is going into the blacksmith's.
Cool.
Keep in mind that we're going to need tremendous amounts of iron. I also bought back 35 feathers for anyone who's interested in becoming an archer.
Yes.
I believe that archery is, they've made carpentry is where you make bows and arrows. So I'm putting the feathers, dried wood, and spare arrows in there.
Cool.
Do I have? Can I make an alchemist station? Not yet. Okay, somebody. I don't care what shrine we use, but we need to use a shrine.
Say Yog. Kill a lot of animals. If humans, I mean.
Because, yeah, because I would like to go about the business of starting to collect the tokens. I'm putting bones and horns in the armorer's thing as well. Rotted flesh goes in the composts if anyone's...
And
And we don't cook unappetizing fish. You can just leave the unappetizing fish in the fish traps. When we get a liquid press, we can turn it into oil.
Are we able to hide our helmet?
What?
Are we able to hide our helmet?
I don't think so.
I don't know.
Mine's broken, so you can't see it at the moment. You can just not wear one,
Yeah.
but I wouldn't recommend it. So people shouldn't be putting twine or bugs in the storage chests. They should really just take the little bit extra time and actually put them where they're meant to be. Because we're going to need tons of it. I mean, it takes about 20 pieces of twine to make a set of armor.
I was just chucking all that stuff in because I needed to make the Wheel of Pain. And just knew where it was, and I could grab it real quick and make it.
Yeah, so if you learn something and it doesn't happen straight away, just click go out and jump out and then jump back in, and it should fix it. It's not ideal, but it could be worse. Can't see where to build a liquid press. I vaguely remember what it looks like. I can search. 28. Okay. 6.
You guys know how we get thick leather?
Yeah. Go and kill elephant, a rhino, a bear, mammoth. Yeah, and you'll get thick leather. Do not have the expertise to repair this item. What? Okay, shoot an enemy, create a home, venerate the gods. So who's making an altar? That's
I'm just in my house.
Sirwaterdrums. Is that something you were doing?
No, I'm working on the Wheel of Pain, another one.
Okay, alright. So I will do an altar then. We have 3 choices. We have Yogg, Mitra. Oh, Yogg and Mitra, that's it. Unless someone else wants to do it.
One of the benefits.
Or just it changes the nature in which you revere the gods. So Yogg, you use a Yogg cleaver to remove purified human flesh, which you then cook. The act of cooking that flesh in the altar provides a religious Yogg token. You need Yogg tokens to upgrade the shrine and eventually summon the avatar of Yogg. That food can then be consumed. Set, on the other hand, you use Set's dagger to remove a human heart. That heart is then used in the shrine to make an anti-venom potion. Doing that creates a token. The tokens are then used for the same activities.
What do you reckon the one I have in resub have to do? It's the pleasure temple.
I don't know. They're the only 2 I know.
Okay. It's 22 iron, 160 wood.
From what we get in ours, I think we get an elixir of freedom, which adds like 20 to your stamina and gives it a better regen over time after you consume it. And when you use the specialized weapon or the tool for it, you get an essence, which makes a soupy dish, which also has like a decent. It has an okay health regen from memory.
So you use a tool to extract something from a human, I take it? Yeah. You then use what's extracted. You then use that resource, and it makes the potion or it makes the food.
Okay.
Because it doesn't do both.
I'm cool with what it is.
So which one is it?
Which one do you guys prefer?
Cool with Yogg.
Yogg is I don't think Yogg's particularly great. I think Set's probably better than Yogg, but ultimately I don't really care. It doesn't matter. Food's not an issue, so what Yogg provides.
If food's not an issue, then set definitely. Then I wasn't sure if food was a problem or not.
No, like if you carry a cleaver around with you, every animal provides food. I'm still getting meat scraps, and when I'm skinning them. That feral flesh, that's fine as food. You just chuck it in the fire, and it comes out as shredded roast.
Nice.
Anyone who hasn't should eat it, the cooked, because that's a level.
Sure, we have a bunny rabbit inside.
Okay.
Just escaped through the window. Well, that balcony looks pretty fucking dope.
Well, thank you. Drive the style, you know. And you can shoot from up there.
Yeah. Put our archer boys up there.
Indeed.
Love it that the roof is starting to look like we have an attic. And all I can just think is just like that's what like Dad keeps his secret stash of pornos in the attic because it
Well, you
just
can
looks like that to me.
Yeah, it's an attic, so you can put whatever the fuck no matter how.
Your dad had a secret stash of pornos?
He did.
It's great.
Then what did he keep on the coffee table?
Jesus Christ.
Fucking Vogue magazine. What else?
What was he? What, he lives in a dentist foyer?
He used to take them to read later.
Fucking hell.
Oh, wow.
Complimentary.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
It's like it's fucking from 8 years ago. I'll just take that and give
Classic.
Love the articles.
Yeah.
Mm.
I'll read the story.
In Vogue magazine.
Oof. Chill, bitch.
What?
Oh, fucking shit keeps running at me.
Alright, I got... I got the, build a home.
Nice. Took a while.
Yeah.
Motherfucker, stop running at me. I beat your buddy to death. I'll fucking do this.
I highly recommend, doing it. So, like, get, like, ticking off the journeys.
Hmm.
Because once you hit 60, that's, you don't get experience anymore, so you might as well. Might as well go now.
How the fuck are you doing that?
What? What's going on?
Skills, man.
Backflips.
Style.
Does he have 2 daggers out?
Yeah. Okay. Maybe that's it.
Yeah, that's how I fucking did
Fuck.
it last time, I know. Deal with all sorts of
Dad-
freaky shit.
Are you doing a dodge or is that like a?
It's the left trigger, whatever that.
Block.
I love how hiding in bushes can suit shelter.
Damn. And does it use any stamina?
Stamina, yeah. But it uses less.
Oh, okay. Damn.
Roll about half as much.
Oh, damn. What's the damage rating for the daggers? To check, you go into your radio menu and just hover over them.
Damage rating. Says health damage 15, armor penetration 16.
It would be health damage then. It's the health damage.
15.
It's not bad. And having that extra like distance to freaking jump back is really good.
Yeah, and the bleeding damage is nice.
Only thing is you don't get to use a shield
No.
to
Yeah, but
if
you-
you ever need to really block anything.
Yeah, but you might not need to with that dodge.
Blocking things doesn't use any stamina, which is always a beneficial thing, and not many things can block it. With the backflip though, you'd probably just have to time it well enough.
Yeah, but the backflips, I look at the backflip as being more of a disengage. So you're doing it more to pull out of combat to regain your stamina. So you have a tank going first with his sword and board, gets a bit of aggro, then double knives comes in from the side or back, you know, does his business. Then, fucking, I don't even know what you call that, fucking reverse cartwheels out of fucking battle. Holy shit. Alright, so I built some stone pieces with, I'm gonna put them in the carpentry table. Crunch.
Yep.
So I built 3 walls, a foundation, a doorway, and a door, and 2 ceilings.
Cool. Thank you kindly.
I'm also putting the wood in there, 422, and
Great.
putting the stone in the blacksmith. So again, who's making the altar?
Not sure how to make one.
Just place the wheel of pain now, so I could probably do it. Unless you want to go straight, get
I
the
just want
Taskmaster first.
somebody to build it so I can get a level. So I can venerate the gods, so I can start collecting whatever it is that we're going to be collecting.
Entwine. I'm gonna make the Dakota shrine now. There's a sandstorm coming.
shit.
So how far, or how much of the map have you guys explored?
Can't really explain.
About a third.
Yeah.
And then, not even seriously.
Hmm. Mainly the desert area?
Yeah, but some of the snow, some of the jungle.
Yeah.
But hell, I didn't even know there was a fucking camp just up the road.
Hmm.
So, you have to do it pretty carefully. I'll be back in a minute.
So what's the deal with the unnamed city?
Unnamed City it's got a lot of more difficult enemies.
Okay.
And that's where you mainly would find your demon creatures. So like the bats, wraiths, um, kind of thing characters.
Hmm.
Um, skeletons. Um, I think, and there's a few places there that have like there's a dungeon in there. I think. Um, and I think that's about it.
Cool.
Yeah, just a lot of harder bosses and enemies spawn there, from what we found. And it gets really dark too, way more darker than just normal nighttime.
Hmm.
It is a pretty fun place to explore.
Hmm.
Pretty much everything, really. Pretty favorable to the jungle area, to be honest. It's always that always looks the prettiest. I'm making the altar of for Dakota. Where would you like me to put it?
Crunch.
The attic's free if you want to use the attic for anything.
It needs
Cool.
to be open to the sky. They become quite large.
Oh. Okay, well, I'm starting to put a ceiling on the main part of the building, so I guess I'll put that real quick. It'd be cool to have it on top, I guess. I've accidentally highlighted item blue in my inventory. Did you keep stuff like that?
Keeps what?
crafting whenever I try to select it to place it? I don't know, it's alright. Fix it. Just have to override it. Let me place it with you. What's wrong with this spot?
So we're going to need brimstone soon too.
Where do we find that?
So there's a couple of places to find it. If you look on your map at C8, there's a series of pools. There's a poison, the noxious gas, but there's also pillars of brimstone. The other place is there's a cave. Where was it? Sirwaterdrums? Was it around G4? I think it was.
G.
G4 or
Yeah, round about G4.
G
So
G or
if you keep,
H4, and it's on the
yeah, so you keep
south
following the
side of the mountain.
yeah. E130.
Alright, well, these are fucking ladder.
Tell me when you've done the the flat top
Yeah,
ceiling.
Watching some stone.
Cool.
Over my way.
Damn.
Okay.
Oh, it's just the house as you run back. It's impressive.
It's okay. Slowly getting there. Is there by chance a Iron Axe again? Oh wait, no, I don't need Iron Axe so much. I need...
Oh, this bat creature's ugly.
What?
The bat creature.
Yeah.
Oh man, my Iron Pick's fucked. Nice, like the torches up front.
Definitely, we need to get that taskmaster as soon as possible.
Do you want to go get him now?
Uh, yes. Hold on. In my inventory.
So apparently there's snap versions of benches?
Okay.
Have you done
Not
the...
one of the mods you added?
No, have you done the altar?
Yes. I'm just waiting for the roof to be finished so I can put on top.
So why don't you...
Yeah, I'm just making a bunch of things.
Hmm.
My pick broke. How would I fix my iron pick?
The easiest way to do it is to put it back into the blacksmith's table and then hit repair.
Yep. I do not have the expertise.
You need to be able to create it to repair it.
Yep. Oh, thank you. Very kind.
It's ready.
Thank you kindly.
Fucking mate, it's so big. It takes up maybe about half of the goddamn roof.
That's alright. That's why I made it super. Just in case.
Is it just the 3 kind of armors in the game?
Yeah. Oh, like you mean light, medium, and heavy?
Yeah.
As far as I can tell, they're divided into those 3 basic categories.
And is there different variations
Yep.
in those categories? Cool.
There's armors for each culture.
Nice.
So each of the races that you could pick at the beginning has their own armors.
Yeah. That's cool.
From what I can tell. And then in addition to that, there might also be the additional stuff in the DLCs. Which is less important to us, obviously.
I found a baby hyena.
Yeah, so you'll find baby variants of creatures. You can still kill them and harvest their resources.
Can't do it.
Go on.
Can't do it.
What do you mean?
Bubyanka. Kill Pencilvester.
This altar is so fucking finicky.
I'm pretty, yeah, I'm pretty close.
It's like I've got enough space on top of what you've put now.
It probably
but
look
it's
better
just
than
trying-
metal though. Because there's not gonna be anything else up there.
Is it? There isn't? Because we might put like other altars. Well, we don't really need other altars.
I mean,
No.
you could decorate with shit around it, but it makes more sense to have it itself. I don't remember how many fucking roof tiles I need. Just picked up a ton of stone. Are you still up there?
What?
Can you count how many roof tiles? If you're up there, can you count how many roof tiles I need?
Yeah. What I'd say.
40?
Yeah.
Watch out! Come to the light side. What was that?
Jesus.
Die! Curse you!
Almost. Alright, that should do it. On my way.
John, take me. You will have yourself.
I can't place you. It's because it's not enough foundation. Alright,
Oh, okay.
build up the killer real quick. That's really annoying. Maybe I'm not starting again. Be back in a second. It shouldn't be too long. Couple more clues. It's so weird that I could place the fucking centerpiece floor below and not the one. fuck's restream code?
Goddamn over encumbered.
Let's try that again. There we go. Done.
8.
So yeah, probably right about these two.
Yeah, I just want to make sure. Are we doing 2 religions or just the 1 religion on top?
Oh,
I don't know, what's-
one for the time being.
Okay.
And for the time
We
being,
can pick it
okay.
up again, can't we?
I think destroys it. So I'm just gonna put it on the edge to
Okay, yeah, so just like one here.
just where he's standing right now.
Yeah, yeah, go for it. So like here. I don't know. I don't know how big it is.
It's fucking ginormous.
Yeah, okay.
Hold on. Yeah, hold on. I'm just trying to get it straight.
Yeah, so
It might be finicky because it has to take into consideration that it will expand
right.
when you upgrade it. Also, restrictions have been turned off to make it easy to place some items. So you may put it down and it may expand through the walls because it doesn't have the restrictions that it used to.
Okay, I'm just I think the server crashed.
The what?
I can't place anything. I can't open doors. I can't.
I can't get in the
Yeah,
shrine.
pretty sure it crashed.
I also can't get in the door.
Man! Yep, disconnecting.
That's good timing. It's 1:57.
I was like 2 blocks away from finishing that.
Oh well. Thanks for tuning in to Conan Exiles. Leave a like and a comment and subscribe if you'd like to see more content.
Yes.
Thanks.
See you
Adios.
Next time.
see you
Bye.
next time.